Hi, guys.
Hey, y'all.
Welcome back to Y'all Hearing This. My name is Kay. Thank you so much for coming back and joining us.
And my name is Honeybee, or you can call me B, whichever you choose is all right with who?
Us.
Okay, I just have to say, I almost laughed because when we were recording our guide video, that's all I just pictured just now was happening again. And I forgot all about it until we just started recording.
Well, if you haven't seen our other video, I'll probably put it at the end of it or something. I literally had just pressed record and B all of a sudden goes, "Hi!"
I was like, "Ah!"
Exactly. He just vocalized it because he saw it on the screen, and I've done the exact same thing before, where you just see a word and you can't help but sing it out loud.
And it was dead quiet.
Yeah.
And it was just the way it came out, and it was the timing. We lost it, y'all.
We did. So that was, I know, we couldn't even start for 5-10 minutes.
Literally, it was so bad.
Yeah, it was
in the best way possible.
Exactly. But we are here on a Wednesday doing our podcast. So every week we pick an artist of the week, do a little dip more into them.
A little toe dip.
Yeah, exactly. Watch a couple MVs. We do a dance practice in the live. We watch a guide, and now we're here doing the podcast.
Yes, we are.
So tell me what your thoughts are on the guide this week. It was short, but I think it was a good one.
It was short and sweet because it's just, IVE is a newer group. And I thought that even though it was short and sweet, it really it kind of hit the points to an extent. You know what I mean? It really hit the points that I felt like needed to be hit, because this was one of the first guides in a very long time to actually touch base on the music, the releases, when they came out. Talked about the Japanese releases as well.
I thought, that's true. That's
what I mean? Which, that's one thing that I miss in guides too, is missing that touching base. Cause I like how they do that, because it lets you know their journey. And granted it was brief, but it gave you a little tidbit of their what's
discography.
The word? Well, not discography. Their evolution of their sound. Okay. Yeah. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah. So it shows how they've evolved.
Especially after only 2 years.
Yes.
Already with so many awards and everything.
I thought it was really cool about the awards that you were telling me about. Yeah. The top awards, right?
I believe Daesang. That's what it is.
But to win those, you know what I mean? That's a big deal. I also really liked just learning about the members, in the sense of finding out who's vocalist, who's whatnot. I thought it was really interesting. That really caught my attention was that there's so many rappers in this group.
Yeah.
And I was like, that is so dope. But the rappers, I'm trying to remember if the rappers also sang as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, for sure.
And then, we always talk about our, biases within our groups.
Yeah. Who was yours?
Child.
I can guess. Let me guess.
Liz.
Really?
Oh, you should have guessed. I was going to let you guess. I'm sorry.
No, I'm surprised. I thought you were going to go Wonyoung.
So I actually was going to say Wonyoung, and I love Wonyoung because of the fierceness.
Exactly.
And I live for that. Listen, I live for good Kiki, honey.
Yeah.
But
her Liz vocals. Yeah.
Y'all know me. I am all about them singers.
Yep. Yes. Yeah. Her
Liz be out here just. At the end of the note, it's I picture Liz hitting this note, and then I picture the attitude of Wonyoung just being and I did that.
Exactly, yeah.
But, and she even had, Wonyoung had the vocals as well.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. No, they were all beautiful.
And it was just the attitude, the fierceness.
Yeah.
I almost got a little frustrated that, I had already used Destiny's Child.
Yeah.
Because I definitely would have used them for them.
Okay, that's high praise. People.
That's very high praise.
If you have ever tuned into us before, you know that this is a man who stands Beyonce beyond anything. So for him to say Destiny's Child, that is big. That's huge. Like, Stop the Press is huge. Wow. Okay. You know, it's not like you can't pick them again. I'm just saying. I mean, I know you have another group in mind, but you always can go back. I know. I get it.
I might have to. I have a feeling it's just gonna happen. It's gonna be inevitable.
Yeah, you're just gonna be like, nope, that's who they are, and that's who they are.
It's gonna be inevitable. Yeah. I'm just gonna have to do it. But that was what my takeaway was. What was yours?
So it will probably surprise no one that I really love the rappers. So Gaul and Ray, especially. Ray was the member who's Japanese too.
Yes.
I loved her with the pink hair. She definitely had an attitude too. Yes. I loved it.
It's that confidence.
You know what? I love a rapper because I will never be able to rap. Like, just never. There is no point in lessons or anything. It's just not in me. And I will just never be as cool as the rappers. Like I just love them so much. There's something about it in a way different way.
I got you.
I do not have swag, nor will I ever have swag.
You got swag. You better stop. Nay, don't let Kay fool you. She got swag. You got swag.
Anyway,
she got swag, y'all. Y'all ain't gonna come for my sister. She got swag.
I'm swag adjacent. Okay, swag adjacent. No, but
not swag adjacent.
All right, I do jazz hands way too much to have swag. Is all I'm saying.
Oh my god.
You love me.
I'm swag adjacent.
Swag adjacent, exactly. No, I just always really love. What I find is I always tend to gravitate towards members who have something I wish I had. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's who are similar to me personally too. But I really, especially in girl groups, I love the rappers. You know why? Because I do feel that rappers, I don't know why, I just feel like when you think of hip hop and rappers, just the way that the world, no matter what genre it is, it's always been perceived as male or male dominated. So when you have these incredible female artists come out, you're like, one, it's a breath of fresh air. Yes, for sure.
Two, it's like, why are you sleeping on the females as if they don't? Because 9 out of 10 times it's the females that's writing all the males' parts that they're rapping to.
Yeah. I mean, you know, he said that.
So I sure did. Yes. Y'all be having ghostwriters that are females. And I mean, it's just, they are just as talented, if not, you know, in some cases more.
Yeah.
So I think I can completely understand why you gravitate towards them, especially being as a female. It's like, yes, bitch. Like, yes, we can do this.
Yeah.
Why do you not let us do this as much? You know what I mean? Or not hold us in that same caliber. So I'm here, girl.
I love anyone who breaks
the K.
Yeah. I love anyone who breaks those gender norms in any way.
In any way.
You know, I think there's something so powerfully strong and amazing about it, you know. Whether it's in dress, in occupation, in whatever way it is. And I love that these younger girl groups are doing it in such a way. And I don't know as much about their lyrics and things like that, but we've talked about this before. Like, we just watched the ITZY, Bet on Me.
Yes.
Like, and Les Seraphim, like, come on. You know, they're out here.
Shout out to Les Seraphim, for real.
These girls are out here, like, just being so strong, and I love that as a role model for these younger girls. LXG, I mean, New Jeans, you know, they just are so good. And not only are they just talented, but like their lyrics have meaning. They're out here and they're like, nope, this is us. We're here. We're powerful. Doesn't matter if you're female, male, you know, like, I love that so much. And I definitely got that feeling from Ive too.
You just gave me a really good idea for a good say what.
Okay. All right. We'll jump into that later. We'll jump into that later.
We're going to save that for later.
Yeah. I love it. These girl groups are just killing it out here. You know, and again, we've talked about this before, my like kind of prior almost like reluctance to get into girl groups. I'll put it that way. And let me tell you, I mean, they probably make up more than half my playlist at this point, probably, especially with all the Blackpink I have.
Yes, oh my God. Listen, I can see why. I feel like, too, what's really special about this group that at least that I feel like I learned from the guide is that even though they are a brand new group, you can see how important it is for them to have a message with their music and what they do. Like specifically like that song Afterlight.
I really like that one.
I love that because that is in this day and age, it's like everything is based off of social media to the point where now we base our relationships and not even just regular relationships, but like relationships of like friendships 20 plus years. It's like, oh, well, you didn't like my picture, so I can't mess with you no more. Like just stupid stuff. But when it comes to relationships, it's like, okay, this person liked a lot of my photos, but like these girls are coming out and they almost remind me, again, it could be a modern day version of Destiny's Child. Destiny's Child was always ridiculed for being very like female empowerment and stuff and talking about issues that are real to females that are very true. And that's, you know, it's almost like that's what Ive is doing with a song like After Like. It's like, you're over here saying like, okay, well, what's more than a like? Like, do you value me as a person? Do you care about, like, you know what I mean? Like, just more important.
And we're all so guilty of it now, too.
Yes.
There are people that, like, I think social media is really great in so many ways, you know? There are
that's how we get to connect.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Oh, well, yeah. Number one, just doing this podcast. Definitely find us on our socials, guys.
Yes.
I love messages. I love comments. I love everything. So we'd love to talk to you guys. So please do. They're all over there.
Okay.
We're all hearing this pretty much everywhere.
Yes.
But yeah, and I think there's ways to use it really positively. And it's great for like those people, you know, there are people, I lived in Tennessee 30 years ago. And now I have a couple people on there that I haven't seen since elementary school. Well, we get to reconnect a little bit, you know, or people from high school I just haven't seen in ages. Or, I mean, I think it's a way to keep friendships alive when it's used well.
Yes.
And then, of course, you have all the crazy propaganda and this and that and blah, blah, blah. So it's so, especially for young people.
Yes.
You have to curate your social media.
Yes.
It's so tough. I did it over the pandemic.
Yes.
Because I was in a constant state of panic.
Yes.
When everything you're seeing is doom and this and that and politics and whatever. And I'm not saying it's not important. You can't bury your head in the sand, but you also have to balance that. I found a lot of like body positivity kind of accounts then. And just like comedians. I started following a bunch of drag queens. I started following like artists I really admired. I really got into following a lot of like non-binary and trans different entertainers and performers and things like that, and just kind of educating myself more on like just queer issues and stuff. Like there's so many great uses for it, you know, and I like, if you guys haven't, I really urge you to like go through your list and be like, okay, what have I seen from this person? What are they showing me? Is it all like an ad? Is it all this? I don't know, you know?
Yeah, I feel that.
Sorry to start preaching about social media.
No, but
I think it's really important.
Yeah, and I think that's why I think I've worked so well is because they really are, again, another one of those great new girl groups that have come out that are not afraid to touch base on issues that are important to people. It's not just about like out here partying and doing this and doing that. Like that's great. That's a part of it. Yeah. And, like, and you know what I mean? And yes, like it's just like, no, you know what I'm saying? Like we got more to say. Which is one of the reasons why I picked who I picked.
I know, I'm excited. Yeah. So first of all, before we get into it, B, what is B's Nectar of the Week? If you
girl, that's who I asked.
All right, we got Southern Auntie B now.
Right. Big Nectar of the Week. Come here, child. Sit on down.
That's right.
So, B's Nectar of the Week is a segment that we do every week. As you know, we feature an artist or a group in the K-pop realm. And we watch some MVs, do some guides and whatnot. And with B's Nectar of the Week, it's me bringing you guys another artist or group that is outside of the K-pop realm that relates to or has the same type of sound or the same type of energy as the artist we're featuring that week. So we usually kick it off by giving Kay some hints.
Yes.
Which the hints that I'm going to give her this week are...
I'm really interested because I don't know which way you kind of went on this. Okay.
So I did pick a group.
Okay. All right.
It is a girl group.
Okay. All right.
They are technically from the 90s and 2000s.
Okay.
Late 90s.
Okay.
Late 90s.
All right. All right.
Actually, wait, let me take that back. No. I would say 2000 and on.
Okay. All right.
There was two, how do I say this?
I know you're trying to give me like hints without giving me hints.
Okay, so I told you it was a female group.
Yes.
They're from the early 2000s.
Yes.
I usually give 3 hints. And then the last hint is...
I can only imagine. Goodness. The suspense. Anticipation.
It was actually interesting the way that they were presented because they were presented as some of them not being singers when actually they all were singers.
Okay.
And
some of them were presented as being singers when they were all singers.
No, not being singers.
Not being singers.
Yes.
But they were all singers.
Yes. And that's all I'm going to give you. Because if I
they-
give you anything else, it's going to give it away.
How else would they be presented? Okay. Because normally in like Western groups, they aren't like, and this is the dancer. I'm trying to think. See, this is the worst time period for me because like I just didn't listen to like anybody,
right?
So I just don't know.
Oh, I can give you this.
Okay, all right.
The group's actual, the actual concept of the group,
okay,
started almost like, from my understanding, as almost like a Vegas residency where they would always have a female artist that could be a solo artist or from a group that would come and perform, almost like doing like a residency in Broadway. Like, for instance, JoJo, the singer, just played the main character in Moulin Rouge for the last 6 months.
Oh, gotcha.
On Broadway.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So it was like one of those type of things. I wish I would have went.
Yeah.
Yeah, she played, yeah.
What's his name's going to be Ziegler soon. Oh, Titus Burgess.
Oh, no way!
He's going to play Ziegler next. Yeah, I can't wait.
Here for it. I'm so here for that. But yeah, so it's like one of those type of situations, but it was in Vegas. And then that idea got turned into the phenomenon that it became.
I'm trying to remember. Oh, God. I can't remember if we picked this group that I'm going to say before.
Okay.
Is it the Pussycat Dolls?
It is the Pussycat Dolls.
Okay, all right.
We've never done them before.
Okay, I was surprised. I was like,
dope. That's good. Kay, what? Go, girl. Oh, I'm souped. Okay.
I kind of like that for Vegas residency. That's what kind of made me go, huh? Okay.
Yes.
I knew that's the group I was thinking of, but I couldn't remember if that was the exact group I was thinking of. But okay, yeah.
Okay.
And what's her name that kind of had a solo?
Nicole Scherzinger.
Okay, yep. Okay.
So the reason I brought that, the whole idea is that they kind of were like formed, like, so Nicole Scherzinger was on literally the first version of Making the Band. So so there was a Making the Band, the original one, which created the group O-Town. Okay.
And then didn't they do it with Danity Kane? Is that the other one?
That was the MTV version and all that. But the original Making the Band was on ABC, and that was, or ABC or one of those major networks. Yeah. And it was O-Town. But that was a male group. They did a female version on CBS. Oh, not CBS. What was that channel called? It's gonna irk me.
Like CW or
yes, it was CW, and it was called Pop Stars. Okay. And Nicole Scherzinger was a part of the group, and it was called Eden's Crush. And they did this song, "Get Over Yourself, Get Over Yourself." I kind of remember that name.
I kind of remember the name. Sorry, as I spilled all over me. Anyway, I was like, Eden's Crush.
She said, "Oh my God!" She said, "Eden's Crush."
Apparently, my mouth hold my water.
Oh my god, that just made my day. Yo, but it was also in that group. The reason I just thought it was funny is just because they had a song called "What's Good for the Goose is Good
really?
for the Hen."
Oh, gotcha.
Oh my god, a mess. It was the cheesiest. Oh god, music was so cheesy back then. Okay,
Yeah.
so
But I kind of like it.
me too.
Yeah. Those are the songs you know all the words.
Literally,
to.
I just remember
all
"What's Good for the Goose
words.
is Good for the Hen." It was just so like cut. I can't. Okay. Initially working as a burlesque troupe,
Nice.
entrepreneur
Okay,
and
cool.
artist Robin Anton founded the Pussycat Dolls and turned it into one of the most prominent bands of the 2000s. 7 girls, which was Nicole Scherzinger, Melody Thornton, Ashley Roberts, Carmen Bacar, Jessica Asuda, Kaya Jones, and Kimberly Wyatt, were signed in 2003 to Interscope Records. Their debut single was Sway, which was released in 2004 with no success. That song was featured on...
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if it was Moulin Rouge. It was featured... Sway was featured on a movie. I do remember that.
I don't think it was Moulin Rouge.
I don't know.
I know that
Yeah,
soundtrack pretty back and forth, and I don't think Pussycat Dolls is on it.
I'm like, now it's gonna irk me because now now.
Well, you keep going. I'll look up Sway.
Yes. You look okay. So, it was on the Shall We Dance soundtrack.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
There we go.
So, the group's debut album PCD was released in 2005 to huge success, becoming top 5 hit around the world, specifically in the UK and Billboard Hot 200 albums chart, and it sold 9 million copies worldwide.
Wow.
It featured the group's most popular song in their first single, Don't Ya, featuring Busta Rhymes. Which chick up it was hot like me. And then they had the next single called Stick With You. Nobody's gonna love me better. I must stick with you forever.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody's gonna make me.
That's right. I totally forgot Don't Ya was them too.
Yep.
His Buttons, that was them.
Yeah,
right?
so ready.
Okay,
So then Beep was another song. And then also Buttons.
Yeah. Loosen up
My buttons, baby.
That's like the song that I think of. When I hear Pussycat Dolls, that's what I think of.
Doja became one of the best-selling girl group songs of all time.
Yeah, I
and
can
Stick With
imagine.
You earned them a Grammy nomination. Just to give you a little background, though, real quick, there was always shade when it came to the Pussycat Dolls because of the creator.
Yeah, gotcha.
And that song, Don't Ya, was actually created by an artist. I don't remember where she was from. She was this Black artist. She was absolutely incredible. And I just remember something happened where she had already came out with the song, and they ended up it was one of those things that used to happen a lot back then. And they just went and just took the song and put it out as if it was their own. And so
a little hairspray moment in there.
Yes. And it already put I feel like that situations like that is what started to put a bad taste in people's mouth, as you'll learn.
Yep.
So Carmen ended up leaving, and after she left, the album Doll Domination was released as their second album, and it was their final album in 2008. It spawned the hit singles When I Grow Up, I Want to Be in Movies, I Want to Be Star, I Want to Be Famous, When I Grow Up. Yeah. And then they also had this song called I Hate This Part, which was a big song. After the group embarked on the Doll Domination tour, they went on a hiatus in 2009. And to this day, the Pussycat Dolls are one of the best-selling girl groups of all time, with 54 million records sold worldwide and 15 million albums sold worldwide, which is crazy. That's based off of 2 albums, and a majority of those songs with the big sales was from their debut album.
To get into Anton, is that what you said?
Yes.
Robin
Anton.
Okay.
Beside their global success, the girl group has faced its fair share of controversy. A previous member, Kaya Jones, likened her time and overall nature of the Pussycat Dolls to that of a prostitution ring. The accusations claimed accusations included claims of members maintaining sexual relations with music executives.
Oh my God.
Along with people like Nicole Scherzinger, based on Jones' claims, taking advantage of such situations to benefit their own career. Because as everybody knows, Nicole Scherzinger ended up going on to have a solo career, which did not have the greatest kickoff, and then there was a lot that went behind it. There was a lot of money put in Nicole and not the other girls. Even though Jones spoke out, Robin Anton hit back by branding these allegations disgusting, ridiculous lies. And then in 2019, a decade after each group member parted ways, lead vocalist Nicole Scherzinger confirmed that the girls all the girls got back together except for Melody Thornton, and they would be reunited for a comeback. Now the comeback was they actually came out with a new single, and the comeback was planned, and then 2020 happened. So they canceled the whole tour. And the thing about the Pussycat Dolls is that the Pussycat Dolls were massive, like. The equivalent of what the Spice Girls were is what the Pussycat Girls became overseas. So like for them, and it literally, if you look at the Spice Girls story, it's like the same thing. It's like Spice Girls came out with 2 albums and then they had a member leave, came out with the last album, and that was it. But in those 2 first albums, they blew up, and it was the same thing with the Pussycat Dolls. But they came out with a new single, and then 2020 happened. Canceled the tour, COVID. And then that whole reunion got thrown down the drain. Yeah. Unfortunately. And
it's tough. Tough. There were so many groups I know that were like debuting around that time, or like had so many things planned. And then, I know, especially in the K-pop world, so many groups had to figure out how to do things, you know, without being able to go out and actually perform. And it's crazy. It's crazy.
So that is my B's pick of the week.
I really like it. I can see it. I can see it. And I do kind of equate, although you know what, I'd have to listen to their lyrics again. But I do equate them with kind of like a stronger female group. They
definitely, specifically that first album. The second album was good, but that first album, I was definitely a Pussycat Dolls fan. Yeah. I lived for Nicole's vocals. Mm-hmm. Y'all know I live for all of that. But that first album had this song on there that was produced by one of my favorite producers of all time, Rich Harrison. Nice. He produced Beyonce's Crazy in Love, all those type of songs. Nice. They had a song in there called I Don't Need a Man. And it is such a bop. It is so good. Absolutely love that song. And it's just like that whole first album was all just different female empowerment songs. Oh, that's you know awesome. What I mean? Yeah. And of course the second album too. I also really like this song from Slumdog Millionaire, Jai Ho.
Oh, they did. Oh, that's right. That's right. Well, I think they did it with the original, because I believe it wasn't them to begin with, right? It was like a cover or something, or they worked with like an Indian artist or something. I think the person that produced it, or the artist that originally made it, did it with them, and also had like a solo one too. Yeah, so it was like both. Gotcha. But I do remember that. Such a great movie. Oh my goodness, I haven't watched that in ages.
So getting back, and you know, coming to full circle with Ive and you know the Pussycat Dolls and everything. Since we're talking about girl groups, I think this would be a great Say What section.
Excellent. Love Say What.
This is how we like to close out our podcast, just kind of with, you know, we talk about the same subject or something different. But we were talking earlier, and it made me think of this. We were talking about all these amazing girl groups. Yeah. And I was thinking, if you had one opportunity to put together a one-day festival with, or not even one-day festival, if you could create a tour. Okay. Because this is what came to my mind. Because Beyonce did it in 2003. It was called the Ladies First Tour, and it was her, Alicia Keys, Missy Elliott. Oh, nice. Mary J. Blige or something like that. It was like a group of females that all went out and they each performed, right?
It's kind of like Lilith Fair-esque.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Come on, Lilith Fair.
That's right.
What would yours be if you had to choose from the girl groups that we have featured in K-pop?
Oh, right? In K-pop specifically?
Yes.
Okay.
K-pop specifically.
All right, that makes it much easier because let me tell you. Oh my goodness. I was like, who do I even pick? Okay. Well, Mamamoo has to be there.
Yes.
They are, yeah, their vocals are still like gold standard to me.
Yes.
I don't get me wrong, I love all the groups that we listen to, but there's something about Mamamoo's vocals that is like is my taste like perfectly.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? We obviously have to have Blackpink in there.
Yep.
They'd probably be the closer.
Yep.
You know, Mamamoo would be like the vocal powerhouse group. Blackpink would be like the closer to like hype everybody up right before we go home. I have to throw XG in there for sure. I'm trying to think of how many groups I'd have altogether. Maybe 4. So I'll do one more. So XG, Blackpink, and Mamamoo. Oh, who else? Who else would I do? Oh, God. Oh, that's a tough one. I think I'd have to throw New Jeans in there too. I think I'd have to throw New Jeans in there too. There's something about them that is so different.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah. All right. So yeah, I think New Jeans, XG, Blackpink, Mamamoo. How about you?
I would do. Well, let me see.
I know
if on average a concert is, let's say, so Beyonce's was 3.5 hours, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm basing it off of that.
Okay. Oh geez.
So even if it was 3 hours long, right? Mm-hmm. I would start off. I would give New Jeans. Mm-hmm. I would give New Jeans.
Oh God, I forgot Love Seraphim. Oh God.
I would do New Jeans. Le Seraphim, and XG. Mm-hmm. I would give them all a half hour.
Okay.
Right.
So that's each of 2 hours. Yeah.
Right. And then I would give Blackpink and Mamamoo an hour each.
Nice. Okay, I can see it.
Or like I would give one of them. Yeah, I would give each of them an hour.
Yeah.
I would say, and that I feel like that would be good. Mm-hmm. And honestly, they probably would do a half hour. I know it sounds like not a lot of time, but that's actually a lot of time. So actually, I would probably cut some of the newer group stuff down just because they're still out here putting music out, like specifically like, and a lot of them have really short songs. So like you could literally, I mean, I think 8
or 9 songs.
Yeah. Like there's like a whole EP, I think by one of the groups that is only 20 minutes long and it's like 7 songs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I would say you can even lower that down. You know what I mean?
Well, I think 4 hours for a concert isn't bad.
Yeah. I don't think it is, because it'd be like a festival.
I was thinking more of like, a festival. Yeah, that sort of
you know
thing.
What I mean?
Because I've been to ones that have been hours, like all day kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know?
So, and it would definitely, I feel like it would definitely have to be a stadium situation.
Yeah,
it would have to be a stadium tour.
Sure.
And I think that'd be dope because you could also make it a whole experience. So
we haven't seen much from the younger groups for lives. Like we've watched quite a bit of Blackpink now, and I saw them live.
Right.
And then Mamamoo, well, again, I saw them live, but we've seen, I feel like, a couple of their lives together too.
Right.
Where the younger groups I just haven't seen as much, and I haven't had a chance to go see them. Although New Jeans sometime October 26th. I'm so excited.
Oh. God.
I know, I'm so excited. I haven't bought tickets yet, but I will, I promise. But yeah, I can't wait to see what they do live too. I'm sure they're amazing.
Yes.
You know, and from what we have seen, they've been amazing. Oh, can you imagine? XG would kill it.
I know. And that's why I'm like, that's why I really feel like I'm excited to see what all these new generations. I
love it.
That's why I'm excited to see what IVE does, because they out here killing it, making bops, really making empowering music. And, the only way they can go is up.
Yeah, I know. We can't wait to check out more from them for sure. Definitely leave us some suggestions. I don't know. So I know in the guide they did talk about the rappers writing their lyrics, but I don't know if any of the other members are part of production or whatever. Let us know about that too, because I'd love to know. But yeah. We love it. We love them. We love you guys.
Yes.
Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next time. Bye.